Hello everyone, I'm back, and today I'm gonna review Star Wars Battlefront 2, the 2005 version at least. Yeah, this is a game that I've had quite a history with, and I remember quite fondly. I first played it when I was 8 years old, and I might have been terrible at it at the age of 8, but I still quite liked it. And then I stopped playing it for a while, but then I played it again when I was like 9 or 10, and I really liked it even more. And then I stopped playing it because me and my cousin, we played it so many times we broke the disc. And I played it when I was 13, 14 years old, and I remember why I quite liked it. And then I just stopped, and then I picked it up a few weeks ago, and I remember why I really liked the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. Well, let's start with the story mode. The story follows Commander Appo, that one clone trooper who was telling Bail Organa not to go into the Jedi Temple, as to as he goes as he goes from more the dying days of the Republic to all the way to the beginning of Episode 5. Now the mission starts at Megiddo, where he and the 501st are having to get an energy collector from the Separatists. Then it goes to the 501st helping Obi-Wan and Anakin rescue Palpatine. Then it goes to them having to beat back the Seppies at Felucia Kashyyyk and Utapau. Then you see Operation Nightfall and how they did it, more or less. Then you see the 501st as the Empire now, as they overthrew the Naboo government and replaced it and put it under Empire rule. Then you see them put down a clone rebellion and a separatist rebellion. And then you see them fight the rebellion, the rebellion we see in the movies on Polis Massa, Yavin 4, the Tantive 4, and Hoth. One thing I will say that I wish there was just one more space mission, like one over Camino, because it feels like there just really needs to be one more space mission. More or less, how did the Empire punch through the blockade at Camino to defeat the anti-trooper? But other than that, the missions and the story is really well put together, and in all honesty, I quite like the story. In fact, I like to go back to it every once in a while and replay it. The next game mode is Galactic Conquest, where basically you pick one side and you start out with 3 planets and you have to take over the entire galaxy, which is basically 13 planets. And you gotta build up your own force of, like, training troops, or recruiting troops, I should say. And also you can buy certain bonuses with points and also construct new fleets, and you get more money based off of if you defend a planet or destroy an enemy fleet or take over a planet. And the most important planet for you is going to be your base planet. The next game mode is instant action, which is basically all the other modes you just get, team deathmatch or conquest, capture the flag, hunt, assault, space, assault Mos Eisley, which is basically heroes versus villains in the newer Star Wars Battlefront games, but everybody is either a hero or a villain. But I think all the maps are really well put together and are very balanced, and all of them except for Jabba's Palace is either from Rise of the Empire or from Galactic Conquest. Some of the maps I wish were in the game though are Cloud City and Cato Nemodia and Renvar. I know there's a mod for that on the PC and PlayStation 2, but I feel that you should honestly get that standard. And also you can get it on the Xbox as a DLC, but I really wish you could get it on the PlayStation 2 or the PC without a mod. And for the heroes and villains, well, for the heroes you have Han Solo, Chewbacca, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ayla Kiandi Mundi, and my favorite of all the heroes, Mace Windu. And for the villains, you have Darth Vader, Darth Maul. My personal favorite is Darth Maul of the villains. Emperor Palpatine, Count Dooku, Boba Fett, Jango Fett, General Grievous, and Anakin Skywalker. Some minor nitpicks I have for the game is that some of the textures are kind of a little dated, like the Mustafar lava. And also, I never realized how dumb the AI can be at times. I mean, most of the times if my gunship gets destroyed while it's in an enemy hangar, I can probably bet that my AI teammates just got in it and crashed it into a wall because I didn't park it correctly. Also, AI teammates and enemies don't seem to know how to use things like a remote bomb or a gunship. And also, I have really noticed that enemies and teammates don't seem to know how capture the flag works, and you kind of just have to hope that when a teammate or an enemy gets the flag, that they just accidentally get to the point where they have to capture the flag. But the AI is competent at its job and can actually be smart sometimes. Also, for downloading mods on PC can be a bit complicated. In conclusion, I think Star Wars Battlefront 2 Classic has really aged well and really stood the test of time. And I would really recommend you play it yourself if you haven't. And if you have, I would really recommend you play it again. Because it is really a lot of fun and it still has an active community to this day.